Welcome to our podcast. In today's episode, we'll be discussing Article 9 of the General Data Protection Regulation GDPR, which aims to protect individuals' privacy by limiting the processing of special categories of personal data. So, what exactly are special categories of personal data? In simple language, the information that reveals a person's racial or ethnic origin, political opinions, religious or philosophical beliefs, or trade union membership. These all are special category of personal data. Additionally, genetic data, biometric data used to uniquely identify a person, data relating to a person's health, or data about a person's sex life or sexual orientation are also considered special categories. Let's take a closer look at each one of them.
Let's interpret racial or ethnics. Racial or ethnic origin refers to the categorization of individuals based on their biological or cultural background. Race is typically associated with physical characteristics and biological region of origin. Some examples of racial identifiers or categories include Kenyan, Nigerian, Somalian, biracial. Now let's explain ethnicity. Ethnicity refers to cultural expression and identification. It encompasses various aspects such as race, national origin, tribal heritage, religion, language, and culture. An example of ethnicity that is a special category of personal data in the context of Article 9 of the EU GDPR is the ethnicity of Roma people. Roma people are an ethnic group that originated from the Indian subcontinent and migrated to various regions of Europe, Asia, and Africa over centuries. They have a distinct culture, language, and history, and often face discrimination, persecution, and social exclusion. But the question is, how will we identify racial or ethnic? To identify the special category of personal data, particularly race and ethnic origin, you need to follow the definition and guidance provided by the GDPR and the relevant national laws. According to Article 9 of the GDPR, personal data revealing racial or ethnic origin is considered as a special category of personal data, which is subject to stricter rules and conditions for processing. The GDPR does not provide a clear definition of what constitutes racial or ethnic origin, but it implies that it is any information that can reveal the biological, cultural, or historical characteristics of a person or a group of people. For example, personal data like German or Roma can indicate the racial or ethnic origin of a person or a group of people. Identifying the racial or ethnic origin of a person or a group of people is not always straightforward or objective, as it may depend on various factors, such as self-identification, perception, context, or purpose. Now let's elaborate biometric data. Biometric data means personal data resulting from specific technical processing relating to the physical, physiological, or behavioral characteristics of a natural person, which allow or confirm the unique identification of that natural person, such as facial images or dactyloscopic data. Examples of physical or physiological biometric identification techniques: facial recognition, fingerprint verification, iris scanning, retinal analysis, voice recognition, ear shape recognition. Examples of behavioral biometric identification techniques: keystroke analysis, handwritten signature analysis, gait analysis, and gaze analysis, eye tracking. The regulation also clarifies that the processing of photographs should not automatically be considered as processing special categories of personal data. Instead, photographs are covered by the definition of biometric data only when processed through specific technical means that enable unique identification or authentication of an individual. Now, we have identified special category of personal data. So Article 9(1) says controller cannot process such special category of personal data. You can process special category of personal data in certain conditions only.
I really appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you found it valuable, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel so you never miss another one. And if you know someone else who would benefit from this information, please share it with them.